It has been a while since I want to talk about this and share my personal experience as someone who has been struggling with eczema since I was a child. But all of the symptoms of eczema, especially the flare-ups and the itchiness, have been very manageable nowadays. Trust me, I have tried so many things to control my eczema flare-ups, and some of them work and some of them might make the flare-ups even worse. But today, I want to share with you guys how I managed to get my eczema flare-ups under control. Oh, before that, I want to emphasize that all of the tips and routines I'll be sharing might work for you or might not work for you. This is not a medical advice, I'm just sharing my personal experience. Please consider consulting with your physician before you want to try any of the tips that I'm going to mention. Now, let's go. First, I will make sure to have a very optimal skincare. This includes such as avoiding dry environments and regularly moisturizing with a fragrance-free lotion. Also, I am making sure that my body wash or shower gel is not heavily fragranced. This is because the fragrance ingredients in these products can contribute to skin dryness. Moreover, I do not know how, but also, you have to make sure that your soap or your shower gel is producing minimal foams, because excessive foams will increase the chances of dry skin and irritation, as it has been found that these over-foaming shower gels or body wash will eventually strip oils from our skin, a main cause why it will eventual dryness. So this is the shower gel that I am using currently, which is Dove. Surprisingly, this was also suggested by my doctor. If you have this in your country, try it out. When we talk about skin, we need to also consider the impact of clothing on our skin. Thus, I want to mention this fun fact that I found recently, which is detergents. I am not sure, but in my hometown, my family prefers to use the powder type rather than the liquid type. It can be because of the number of household members and the cost considerations. However, for me personally, I have discovered that using powder detergents tends to irritate my skin even worse. As a result, I have switched to liquid detergent, also ensuring that it's not overly fragrant. And yes, this change helped me in preventing skin dryness. Finally, as part of my skincare routine, I also go for cold showers to soothe the skin and avoid excessively hot water. If you really can't do cold showers, you can try the warm temperature at first. This will help to preserve the skin moisture and prevent flare-ups. In the next part, let's talk about the adjustment that I have made to my diet. The realization of diets has been transformative for me, even though it's said to eliminate certain foods. However, I believe in God who knows what's best for us. Some of the foods that help my overall health improve, especially to avoid eczema flare-ups, are when I began avoiding triggers such as berries, nuts, simple carbs, fast food, high sugar items, and seafood for my diet. I've come to understand that making this dietary adjustment significantly influences the intensity of my eczema flare-ups. So if you are someone who has eczema and frequent flare-ups and you always enjoy the foods that I have listed, consider eliminating them and observe the changes in your flare-ups. Next, I have to admit that I do take some supplements as well into my routine, including fish oil, vitamin C, and apple cider vinegar or ACV for my gut health. It's also important that you have to make sure the timing for supplement intake. Avoid taking ACV simultaneous with any meds or supplements. This is because ACV can interact with any supplements or medications you may currently be taking, so be extra careful on that. Now, let's talk about beyond the skincare and dietary adjustments. I make it a point to do regular full blood checkups and urine tests every 6 months to gain insight into my overall health. Plus, I am a firm believer in staying well hydrated, and as someone who loves drinking plain water, I encourage you guys also to ensure your body is well hydrated at all times. Next, one of the most significant recent changes in my life is the introduction of regular workouts, which has not only positively impacted my physical health but also helped my mental well-being. I go to the gym almost 5 days a week as I love my active lifestyle. Some days I do weightlifting, some days I join the body combat hits class session, and some days I do some light cardio. As long as I do something to stay active, it is something that you might consider trying as well. Finally, what if I still experience eczema flare-ups? It could be because of certain foods or lifestyle changes triggering the flare-ups. In such cases, I take a medication called cetirizine to help manage the itching and flare-ups. But please, for this one, you really might need a consultation with your healthcare professional before trying any medication, as people can react differently to them. Last but not least, I understand that this journey can be very tough and unique, especially with changes like we might need to sacrifice ourselves, especially on the dietary changes and some lifestyle changes like the cold shower, liquid detergents, and more. For me, it is very okay, and I am grateful to be aware of the practices that I have mentioned, as I have been able to manage my eczema flare-ups better. Again, I just want to re-emphasize that whatever things that I have shared just now are not medical advice. It is simply my personal experience. And to be honest, most of the tips mentioned just now are recommendations from my doctors based on their experiences with eczema patients. That's all for today. See you guys in the next one.